Welcome guys to another part of this series, and in this video we look at data types. Now what are data types? Data types, like the name has already suggested, data types are the types of data you can pass to your variables or you can assign to anything in PHP. So let's just look at the first. We've looked at some in earlier videos, which is the string, and we have the numbers, and there are actually more than that. We have the Boolean value, which is the true or false value. We have the null, which actually returns no value at all, and we have the arrays, we have the objects. So let's just go ahead and visualize this. Let's create a new file here, and right here let's call it data type. So the first data type we looked at is the string, which is basically when we say name, we actually say this is going to be a name of anything. It could be an animal, it could be an object name, and the rest of it. Another data type, let's just call this string. Don't let's call it a name, so let's call it a string. Another data type is the number. You can call it an integer, and right here we can say 54, and we can say 54. And you can notice that this doesn't have the quote, and this is because it's an integer, it's a number, and it doesn't need to have a quote. Now another variable type is the Boolean. We can call it this, and this actually takes a true value or a false value. So at the end of it, at the back end, behind the scenes, PHP is just going to see this false value as 0 and the true value as 1. So this is actually another variable type. Another variable type is the array, where you have an array right here, and you can actually do this by saying array and actually having multiple. When you have more than just one data type in a single variable. So right here I can say 54, I can do a comma and actually have a name, and do another comma and have a uh, an age, and do another 82, and this is still a valid variable type, which is called an array. It takes multiple variable types. So in later videos we'll be looking at in depth about array. Arrays are actually an essential part of your learning process in PHP. You need to know what an array does, how you can return an array, how you can declare an array, and how you can work with arrays. So we have this right here, and if we want to visualize this array, we can just echo dollar sign array and take the position where we want to show. Now mind you, array starts from 0, and right here we can say 0 1 2 3, 0 1 2 3. So if I want to output position number 2, which is going to be age, I can just say 2, and let's just stop that. Let's just apply our semicolon, and right here let's just go over and type data type right here and click enter, and we can see that value right here. And if we should go over to 0, which we want to output the first one, and we can go over here and refresh, and we have the 54. And or if we want to show everything, we don't use the echo, because if we try to echo an array, it's going to give us syntax error. Let's just try this and see. You can see that we have the array to string conversion, which is not possible in the recent But what you can do is actually use another function, which is the print arrow. You can use the print arrow, you can use the var dump. It all depends on you. And just go over here and refresh, and you can see the array. It shows the position and shows the value. Or you can go over and do a var dump.